man's imagination, or his I would say that's the sparkle in my eye, probably. Just the way the whole surrounding cosmos of man's imagination. The one like kind of thread of jubilation in my song. My grandfather played guitar, and I know that my mama told me that from the first time when I was a little baby, if he opened that guitar, started playing it, I would just crawl over there and sit there, watch him all night, I just loved it, and so that's kind of how I knew.
I am a rough ball of twine. I had a duty to do. I've been tied to the table, but now I am frazzled and I need to generate. Oh, disintegrate the tight knots, generate. Oh, ride away the nooses, generate. Oh, out come those tangles of degenerate. Oh, degenerate.
Well, it's funny. Our band kind of just happened. Jimmy he never played drums before, and we were going on tour and we needed a drummer. And so he could get off work. So we were like, okay, you'll learn how to play drums on the road and during sound check. So, and I just happened to buy these toy drums for $5, just to have around to use on my 4-track, just messing around in my house. And so we took them and he learned how to play them, and now they sound mighty, Now they're just like mighty toy drums, They're great. I wouldn't trade, now I'd hate to have anything else. And I just use cheap guitar because I like nylon strings and they're cheap. I can break them and they cost about $60. I can replace them, get the exact same kind again. And I use distortion because I just shoplifted a distortion pedal one day from a pawn shop somewhere in middle America, and then it was like, yes.
Les bois, il y a 4 voix.
4 voix, ok.
Je fais les voix.
Ouais. Je vais faire la basse et 2 guitares.
Ouais.
C'est tout en fait.
Ouais.
Ouais, ok. Allons-y. Guitare, on met quoi, 57 ou?
So you have to tune the guitar strings down to get on the airplane. Something about the low pressure up at that altitude can make the strings break. We're 4 altogether. Alex plays guitar, Tina plays bass, I play drums, and Vic plays guitar and sings.
I just make extra noise in the background. Yeah.
acorn squash, a hardy rose of okra. Stand up, sweet corn by the trickling creek. Winter dead, buried neath the pulpit. And behold, sinkhole in the street. January, washed by weather cycles. Degenerate, bleached by radiation. Degenerate, prepare to take the profit that degenerate. Degenerate.
Mainly they picked them because, you know, just, I don't know, they just kind of like fit in, you know, fell into the band, you know. Tina, somebody drunk, when I first married Tina, somebody said, "You got a great bass player at home." Some drunk guy at a party, because Tina played banjo, and they were like, "She can play banjo, she can play bass, you can get her to play bass, you're an idiot." So I was like, okay. So I went home and said, "Tina, you gotta play bass." She said, "Okay." And so, and Jimmy, you know, he, like I told a little story about him playing drums before, about he could get off work, so he said, "Hey Jimmy, come on the road. Hey, you'll learn during sound check." And so that was that. And Alex, we just kind of, I thought we needed an extra buffer for this tour when we toured with that band live, you know. He's from America. We toured with him, and so I thought we got to get another guitar player so we can dazzle. I mean, you know, kind of.
Washed by weather cycles. Degenerate, bleached by radiation. Degenerate, prepare to take the profit. Degenerate.
It's just, this ain't like Athens, I must say, being up here. It's just, it's another world. A world of smooth boys and girls. Everybody's kind of smooth, you know what I mean? Nothing, nobody's getting bothered about nothing, you know? Everybody's having some fun. It's beautiful and everybody's kind of sweating. The old guys got on their bikini bathing suits, you know, looking good. It's, you know, it's amazing. And there's so many bands playing at the festival. That's why it's amazing. I don't usually like festivals much, you know? Because I don't like to play outside very much. I like to play at night, you know, in a dark, smoky club, you know, or in a theater or something, you know. So, it's hard, but this, everybody's made me feel kind of, you know, groovy. So I wasn't even really nervous last night before we played, which is remarkable. I don't know, something was going on. They put something in our snack here at the festival. It made us all feel at home or something, I don't know. I'd still say it's the smoothest festival about. Smoothest festival anywhere, it seems like. And last night I went and I ate I forgot what you call it, where you put the cheese up to the thing and it melts and you scrape it off and you eat it. We went to somebody's house, I don't know which way, towards Vevey, I think. And we ate till 3 in the morning, and so I'm pretty fat now.
Oh, behind the Yamaha, winery and lodge. I must have played the wrong piano, 'cause it left me with I don't know what. Don't talk to me about mistakes. You can be old, simply have got to take precautions. I must have played the wrong piano. Now I just feel nauseous.
I do paintings and poetries and other things. I dabble in everything, sure. Every kind of little arty kind of thing I can do, just because I'm an arty guy. I do art therapy for my own sanity, you know. I do art therapy.
It's necessary for you.
Well, I feel like when I'm doing like little creative endeavors, that's when I feel like I'm doing something worthwhile, you know. For my own personal, I don't feel like I'm wanking off, you know, most of the time. I feel like I'm doing something, you know, good. Like it's like a meditation kind of thing, you know, as a prayer, you know, to the human race or something like that. You know what I mean? It's like I'm sending out the good vibes, you know, to the universe. You know what I mean? That's how I feel when I'm doing little artistic endeavors.
Well, some sexual 10 minutes of me ago, it became just a game of trivial pursuit. I used to know every word, now I don't know what's the use. Rupert Murdoch and Larry Bond, Gigione, and with me. I took out the wrong prescription, and I don't know what I'm gonna end up being.
It's very magical being in the studio, you know. You can make, it's really, you know, you can do a lot with it. It's also very kind of distorting, you know, it distorts everything kind of out of real life and into this kind of, you know, Walt Disney World or something, you know, kind of sometimes you have to watch that. But I really do like to record.
After the splice, when the town touches night, after the patch, everything will match. After the patch, after the edit, when it's had time to say, when it is smooth, then it's time to move. When it is smooth, go and soldier ever love. Look into the fire. Any day that's well done, there's still some shelter with the high.
I'm not one of those people who believes, that only, you know, sad people can do the best art or anything like that, I don't believe that at all. One of the greatest powers that make I think me write songs, and is revenge. It's like you can write about little things that happen, and you can get it can dissipate all the badness around it.
Go, soldier of life. Oh, look in the fire. That's well done. Still some shelter beneath the after the club.
It's a funny thing to talk about because it seems really, but it really, I do. I mean, I have to get in a little kind of, weird state, My stomach feels funny and I kind of a hot, flushed face, and I have to get it, and it's funny the different ways that I drive myself into this state. It's very weird, mystical kind of, emotional state. And it needs to be, I need to be alone, of course.
And do you need to be drunk or to be...
No, not at all. It can, not at all. I mean, not saying that I haven't been drunk when I went into my little hocus pocus state, or I haven't been stoned or anything when I was, definitely I've done it that way, but, I do it, anyway, even if I've got like food poisoning, I'd probably be able to do it if I was alone, and you know what I mean? Given the right circumstances, It's a very intense process writing songs, kind of.
Bricks are dirty, lakes are dead. Family dog and man, baby brother, science beacons on, all broken down. Yard peacocks are all sad. Board games are boring. May they rot on the shelf. Big brothers at Columbia University, quote unquote, he's a tanning beaver pal.
I'd love to go everywhere. Traveling is, I don't know, it's like a drug, You start doing it, and then it's really intoxicating, and then I go through withdrawal every time I come off the road. I love to sit at home, but then it didn't take but a couple of days, I wish I was in Europe, wish I was in South America. It's really important to my songwriting nowadays, recently, because I do so much traveling. It's really, I think a lot of, kind of changing, the images in my songs are changing a lot, from being, singing about pine trees for the first 25 years of my life, now I see places that don't have pine trees anymore, and it just is a great inspiration, it just fires my heart and my imagination really a lot. I dream about images are different in my dreams now.
beautiful. It's a battle of the culinary arts in our boiling land. Met your mate over across that river. There's some good old contraband.
It's weird. You know, it's really fun. And it's really goofy. It gives you a goofy feeling. I'm always embarrassed at that moment, you know, in a show at the end when everybody's clapping and woohoo, more, you know. I feel really great, but I try to hide it, you know, keep a straight face, you know. Oh, I don't care. You know, that kind of thing. When I'm just trying my best to keep my mouth from just, you know, and drooling, you know, because it's really, I'm embarrassed by how much fun it is. I don't know why either, but it's a weird thing, a bunch of people out there, you know, clapping and going crazy. I don't know, maybe it's all that clapping, you know, makes the air rush around funny and gives you a high.
Where I wish I was twisting up the pages of history. My cold feet dangling, my bony arms gesturing, summing up a little chunk of that history.
Mais moi c'est pas la chaise, hein, je veux dire, les émotions elles sont pareilles avec quelqu'un qui est valide ou pas valide, ça change pas, c'est pas du tout la chaise, c'est juste que je ressens, enfin je trouve qu'il a des lyriques comme Bob Dylan ou comme ça, j'aime bien. Je trouve qu'avec peu de matériel il arrive à faire beaucoup de différents sons. Je veux dire, il y a des grands groupes qui se trimballent avec 36 000 camions de matériel qui peuvent même pas venir jouer tout près. Et puis lui, il se promène avec 3 guitares, sa petite cymbale et tout, et puis ils arrivent à faire des sons vraiment fantastiques.
In the corridor, shadows are long and messy. My equilibrium was straight on the street.
I never say no. I don't care, you know. I mean, when I'm at home, I am a very kind of a hermit type, you know. But when I'm on the road, it's a different story, you know. I like to talk to people, but and you know, I like to talk about music and things too. It's good. It helps. It's like going to the psychiatrist, you know, talking to people in the press. It's really very much like talking to a psychiatrist for free. And it's good. It's really good for me. And I find that I need that kind of thing on the road, especially because it's hard on the road. And so sometimes just some talking, you know, outside of my head, you know, is good. It's really good for me. Because, you know, you're in the van with the same people, you know, and conversation tends to get squished, you know, in the van and in the rock and roll way, you know, it gets squished down to these, where are we going to eat? Where are we going to eat? Where, you know, these kind of things, you know. I don't, you know, everything sounds bad at sound check, you know, these kind of things. So it's good to talk about art.
In the corridor, the shadows are long and messy. My equilibrium is straight on the street. free on the stage.
I think anybody can do anything, yeah, basically. I've seen anybody's do everything, you know. So I definitely believe that, yes.